What's going on? I'm Whit. Welcome to the channel. Today unboxing a new item from Mozsly. They're the ones that have watch winders. In fact, I reviewed one of their watch winders about a year ago if you want to check out that video. But now they've got a new collection of watch rolls. This is just one of them. I thought it'd be pretty cool to show you just basically the unboxing of it so you see all that you get as it comes to you. Yeah, there's a 3-year warranty on this thing, by the way. This is a nice kind of soft, like felt type bag. Pretty cool. And then inside is the watch roll. Ooh, this is cool. So this right here, this checker pattern, is fabric. So it's tightly woven. This is funny. This is like a watch video. See if I can get you a close-up. That does really help though, right? So you can see that's woven fabric. And then the dark orange spots that you see are a leather. It may be a PU leather. I'm not sure. It doesn't really pass the smell test, but it does say leather on the website, so can't really tell. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say it's PU leather because I can't smell it. But again, it does have a nice grain to it, so it's anybody's guess at this unboxing. Yeah, and then unsnapping the inside, so we can see there are 4 snap closures there. Then on the inside, you've got kind of a white or cream colored interior, which is like velvet or almost velour. And then you see their Mozsly signature and logo on another piece of leather threaded into the top side. So inside you've got 3 compartments for your watches, and it looks like they each have their own segregated compartments. So you've got those slots so that stuff won't roll around. So now that is a premier watch roll in that regard. You want those that have that so your watches won't flop all around. If it just kind of sits in there, then, you know, as you move the watch roll around in your backpack or whatever, that watch is going to flop everywhere. But if you have these kind that have that separator on them, then it's going to stay securely in place. So yeah, 3 slots there. Doesn't look to be very deep right here, you know, on the edge. But we'll put a couple of watches in now and see what it looks like. By the way, today I'm wearing the Seagull Ocean Star GMT. It's actually a dual time. It's got a second 12-hour bezel here on the inside. That Riot bezel you can control from this crown here and then track a second time zone in 12-hour increments. So pretty cool. I was really excited to get something from Seagull. Been around since 1955. That's some Chinese watchmaking heritage right there. Okay, I've got 3 watches over here in the tray that will load up. So these cushions are 8.26 inches in circumference. So that's going to hold most of the watches in your collection. They can squeeze down to 5.5 inches. So where I'm squeezing right now, I've hit a hard surface at both sides of my finger. So whatever is inside internally, but it's thin if I squeeze it this way. I don't know. Yeah, this part here is rigid, and then this part is soft. So I'll show it to you with both straps like this, a 2-piece strap, and with bracelets, so you kind of get the idea. So see, as I pull that, I can pull the tension on the strap to make it compressed down even smaller. And so the reason I say that is with a strap, it doesn't really matter because you can just set this strap to wherever the natural tension is on the pillow, right? And then you're good, you're held in place. But with a bracelet, which you already have sized for your wrist, say you have a smaller wrist, a 6-inch wrist, and you're wondering if an 8.26-inch pillow is gonna be too big, they say no, and so we're gonna find out right now. Let's stick the first watch down in there. All right, as you can see, there's clearance for the watch. And you could do whichever one you want. You know, if you leave the watches like this, it's a nice presentation when you open up and go to grab a watch. But if you feel like this closure is not protection enough, then you could just flop the pillow around to this side to where now your watch head is more protected on this this side that opens up less. So either way, it's up to you, just whatever you want to see when you open the thing up, or how serious you want to protect it. I mean, it's going to be fine either way, but I'm just trying to point it out so you know all that it does. So now here's a watch on a bracelet that is pre-sized for me. So again, this is not going to be, you know, a 6-inch wrist. I've got an 8-inch wrist. But just to give you an idea of what that looks like, when you have a bracelet, it's going to cinch down to wherever your size is. So again, you can scrunch this pillow to be even smaller. So you can see that's how much smaller this will go. And then now grabbing a thicker watch to see what the clearance is like, and it's got a NATO style strap, and give you the top down view as that goes in, so you can see it does not touch the side. And if it were, it is pretty close on that one though, and if it were, as you can see on the inside of there is the same soft velvet that you see on the interior here. So no matter which way you put that thing in, your watch head is going to be, and your crystal, going to be up against this soft material. Okay, I grabbed the thickest watch I own, an Invicta Pro Diver. This is about 16.8 millimeters in thickness. Let's slide it into one of these slots and see if it rests up against the wall. All right. Yes, it looks like it does just a little. It rests up against there. And you can see this is also good to point out because that's a pretty big watch in diameter as well, and it fits in there. These sidewalls are not soft. I mean, it's covered with the material, but it's not squishy. That's a firm wall right there. And you can see this Invicta slides right down in there and fits. So this is going to hold all sizes of watches. What a great build. This Invicta is 57.5 millimeters in diameter, including the crown in this point, because we want to know how wide the overall watch is to fit in this measurement. So I'm showing 56.5 millimeters, the distance between those two walls. And then this one's 61.2 and then 62.1. So there's a little bit of variation from the three compartments. So if it's not the same for all three, then you know this is good. You'll know which one is wider, so you can customize to your liking for your watches. But basically, I said all that to let you know that this thing will accommodate all different sizes of watches. And you can see it looks like it might be actually not quite centered. So maybe there is more room to do it this way. Let's try. Yeah, actually that goes down a little better. It's still snug right up against the wall there, but it looks like it's a little less tension than might be on the front. Okay, so it's a good idea we measured those because it'll give you a good idea of what you can expect in diameter of watches that you can hold. So while we're talking about it, the outside here is 9.6 inches across. Your width is 4.13 inches, and the height is 3 inches tall. And I do like the 4 snap closures. You know, some of these you'll see with only 3, and there's kind of a, you know, a hump or a lull, and it doesn't feel quite secure. This feels pretty good. I'm sure that, you know, if in your backpack or something, this little lip could probably get accidentally undone. But with 4 secured closures there, I think you got a better chance of it not popping open. And if it does, it's already conformed to this shape, so you can see it's not going to come completely open. If I turn it upside down and wiggle, these are not trying to come out. So it's nice and secure in there. So you really got to pull these up in order to get them out. I'll pull these watches up a little bit so you can see some watches as I talk about the price. So at the time of this recording, these are $55.99 US dollars. And like I mentioned, there's a 3-year warranty from defects. There's free standard shipping in the USA as well. Now this is just one of the color combinations they have. I think this also comes in a black, but do check out their website. The link is down below in the description. They've got a lot of watch rolls they've added. So they're not just watch winders anymore. They're really kind of building on their collection of watch-related accessories. So I was really impressed with the watch winder that I got from them, and so far I can tell from first impressions of this is definitely high quality. This is great to take on a little trip. You know, you got one watch on your wrist and 3 watches here. You know, fold this up, and if you're traveling by car, stick this in your luggage or your backpack, and you've got a nice little collection to take with you. Leave your comments down below. How many watches do you usually travel with? Is 3 enough? They do have other sizes as well. I think they've got a 6-watch roll, they've got single watch rolls, etc. So do check it out. But let me know, what do you travel with? Is 3 the perfect size? I kind of feel like it is. 1 on the wrist and 3 to go with you. That'll cover, you know, a few days to several days, right? Hey, if you got time, maybe check out one of these videos next. I'll catch you over there.